Hello, 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 guys and gals and non-binary pals. Welcome to the magic. I don't know where I was going with that. Welcome to Magic Arena. Apparently, Tuesday. It would have been yesterday if I streamed yesterday, I would be saying yesterday if I had streamed on Wednesday like I had intended. But things fell through. Sorry about that. On Tuesday, apparently I wasn't paying attention to time frame things. So Magic Arena gave their new set, which is an old set but new to Arena. They gave Cons of Tarkir to MTG Arena. So there are new cards and a new format to play on Arena. And Arena is crashing as I tried to click on things. Okay, Arena crashed. It no longer surprises me anymore when that happens. Anyways, we're gonna play some of Explorer Ranked. I was gonna quickly open the packs for the new set that they gave me, and just open those up, cause why not? Cons of Tarkir / Ixalan. I think I left playing Standard at about Cons of Tarkir, and then came back with Ixalan. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly. Shadows over Innistrad, Ixalan, that, Standard block era is when I stopped playing Magic in paper. Playing Standard format Magic paper. And then went to college and learned about the Commander format and then the modern format, which are the formats that I play more often in paper anymore. So that's always fun. I think the game is coming back online now. It seems like it. Yeah. But we're gonna play the Ranked Explorer. Thankfully, they banned some cards in Pioneer / Explorer because of turn 3 you win, or turn 3 you interact, and if you don't have interaction that early game, you lose. Is kind of what the format had turned into for a little while. So they banned a few of the new cards to make it possible to be competitive. It's been a while since I've played Ranked. Every month the Ranked rewards go out and reset, and each time I've gone, oh yeah, Ranked, I should have done that. So I'm not someone who plays Ranked. So I am competitive, but I'm not caring in that sense. Like, I don't care enough to consistently be competitive. But I'm definitely competitive in that I don't like losing. Hopefully Arena will load. Maybe it will load. I guess it has been quite a while since I've played Arena on stream. Yeah, now that I think about it, the last time I played Arena would have been like August? I think, yeah, last time I played Arena as a video or a stream would have been August. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I've tried to play ranked. Well, hopefully Arena will finish loading again. As with every stream, it likes to prove that my computer doesn't work very well and crashed as soon as we started to try to play. But that's okay, it happens. I was going into this stream with more of an idea of this is just like background and just talking. So yeah. Arena loading is now the background instead of Arena being played is the background. But that's okay. So after this stream, I will be posting the waiting room for Saturday. My brother and I are going to celebrate having 50 subscribers on the channel, which is really cool to me. Thank you guys for helping me get there. But we're doing a 50 subscriber special. We're gonna try and play through an entire campaign, co-op mode, for Age of Empires 2. That's the name of the game. But we're just gonna try and play all the way through the whole campaign. And hopefully the two of us together are gonna be able to get further than he can by himself. My brother told me that he tried to play the campaign by himself and got stuck on the second level. Which is quite funny to me because I know for a fact I can at least get to the third level of this campaign that we are choosing to play. I don't think I've ever gotten past the third level, but I can at least get to the third level. So it's kind of funny that he said that he has told me that he's getting stuck on the second level, and therefore we're going to see how it goes with the two of us playing together, if we can actually beat the whole campaign or not. But of course that requires this day and this game to load and to work out. I'm intentionally being vague on which co-op campaign we're playing, just because as soon as I post like the thumbnail for it, it's gonna be obvious. But until then, I think it's much more fun to keep you guys in suspense. Now, if only Arena could hurry up. But yeah, the reason this didn't happen on Wednesday like was intended. So Tuesday I didn't eat anything, like at all. It became 12 a.m. before I finally decided to get out of bed. Like, okay, I got up at 9 because that's when my alarm went off, but that was the only time I got out of bed, and then I stayed in bed until 12 a.m. And then I was like, I should probably actually get food. So one microwavable meal later, I had food and then went back to sleep. I didn't spend the whole day sleeping, but I did spend the whole day in bed because I did not feel like doing anything, which is not exactly good or healthy. And I should have done something more, like at least walk around my apartment if nothing else, and have food before when I did. But that's kind of the reason that I didn't stream Wednesday was I got up and then just started having a headache because of how little I had eaten the day before. So I had to push the stream back by a day because of that. But hey, we're playing Magic now. Well, it's not responding, but we're trying to play Magic now. I'll see if it wants to respond in a few moments. Because Magic isn't responding, that's the other reason I'm not using the model right now. It's because I know that it's just gonna... If the game already isn't loading by itself, I don't want the extra stress on the computer. Although it looks like I'll have to reload the game again. Okay. Attempt 3 of making the game work. Yeah, that was the point of this stream, was to try and play some Magic while just chatting. More than actively trying. Like, yeah, I should try more with ranked matches, but trying on a ranked game isn't gonna make me feel like I'm doing any better than not trying at all. I'm still gonna misplay and then realize it later, because that's just things I realize all the time. Because no matter how good I can play a game, there are still moments when it's, oh crap, I should have done this instead of that, after I've already done it. Like, that just happens too frequently. Just like oh, I should have played this spell first instead of that one, but because I did it this other way, it doesn't actually work as well as I wanted it to. Oops, I can't change that now. Or like, oh, I shouldn't have blocked this way, I should have blocked that way. Sorts of things. Like, I've messed up while playing this game too many times to let it constantly bug me. Like, it'd be different if I was playing something like Valorant or Apex and it was like oh, I don't understand the mechanics of the game. And that's why I lost. This is I understand the mechanics of the game and I can see how I lost it very quickly. Okay. Seems like the game is back. And seems like the game is crashing. Please respond, program. Fourth time's the charm. Let's go. Come on, game. I swear I try to get the games to load before we start. It's just once we start, it apparently likes to crash after the streaming software takes place. Like, once the stream goes live is then when my computer goes, hey, you can't do that. Well, we're trying. I'm gonna keep trying until it works. It's loading again, so it'll be fine. This might be one video that I actually put like a, hey, this is when gameplay starts, sort of a time skip, I think, in the comments. I think that's how I can do it. Okay, I heard the sounds of it going to the main screen. I don't know if it's gonna let me go to the main screen. But as soon as it does, I can switch over to let you guys see what's going on. Please, game. So I can hear the game sounds. Okay. It looks like it worked. I am not gonna mess with any buttons other than the play button. We're gonna play Ranked Explorer, and I'm not gonna mess with anything else. Ranked Explorer, here we go. I'm not messing with anything else that could possibly make this thing not work. Satas Gruen? It's an interesting name. It's probably another language. Come on, game. You've got it. Keep going. Oh, my opponent gets to decide to play first. Oh, no. Now we scoot the chair in and get ready Yep, my opponent goes first. That's always great, playing a mill deck. As with most games, going first is optimal. I say most because there are some decks that want to go second. Oh. Intriguing. I feel like this is an okay hand. I don't think it's a great hand, but I think it's an okay hand. And I want to see what my opponent will do first. If I draw an island or some blue source, this is a really good hand. Okay, I'm going to do that and pass. So they're probably blue-white control or blue-white-black control. Fetch at their end step because that's the optimal play. And then I want to get an island. If it'll let me. Island, please. Thank you. Do they have anything on their end step? It's interesting. Play a Ruin Crab. If they've got counter magic. Looks like they don't. Play a land. Yeah, they're a control deck. Yeah, they're a control deck. Yay! They might be a 3-color control deck, but at least for now they're just 2 colors. Cast a second crab. I'll play a Hall of Storm Giants. Have them mill 6. Looks like they might just be blue-white. Yeah. That's okay, I wasn't gonna attack anyways. Yeah, they're a blue-white control deck. They blinged out their deck as much as they could with all the full art stuffs. So they took each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. So I'm gonna need to get enchantment removal out of my sideboard. Yeah. That's okay, I'll take that back. Destroy the untapped Hollowed Fountain. They did not float mana, which is interesting. Okay. I'm gonna get my other color of the library. Now I've got a counter spell up if I need it. Try and give him a fraying sanity. That's okay. I didn't need that spell anyways. Let's see, if I get another island, I can try and Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and if I'm lucky, they won't have the other Dovin's Veto. Let's try to Tasha's. Got 37 cards left, 13 in the graveyard. Is it to fairy? Oh, they conceded both games. Oh. Well, okay. I wasn't expecting them to concede both of the games. I mean, I understand giving up after the first one. But I don't understand giving up the second one as well. Ooh, play first. I like playing first. Sorry for the silence. I am still eating my lunch. I'm trying to do it quietly. The only problem with playing the Dark Six Shores is that I'm immediately showing them that I'm at least a 2-color deck. Which is not always a smart play. Because they're playing black and red, I'm assuming that they're gonna have something that, yeah, Thoughtseize. Yeah, I assume that there's a Thoughtseize, and therefore I want to exile my own card so I can play it again later. Rather than allow them to just discard it from my hand. Well, that's a good draw on turn 3. Destroy that creature and pass the turn. Counter your card draw. Feel a little mean about doing that one, but that's okay. they're also got Goldspan Dragon. Let's force them off of double black. And then I get an island to make them think I might have a spell pierce of some kind. Milling the Meat Hook Massacre is also really nice. Goldspan Dragons being in the graveyard is great. Because Goldspan Dragon flies, so I'm very glad to... Very, very glad to no longer have that here. Okay. So I could do a 4-mana Jace and mill them for 15, which would double their graveyard. Let's just mill for 8. Keep up a Fatal Push. I keep forgetting I have the Cruel Somnophage, honestly. A 9/9 is a threat. I should have played that. Both Thoughtseizes. It's 3 Goldspans. There still is a Kroxa, so I do need to worry about Kroxa coming out of the graveyard. But I have a removal spell for the Kroxa, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. You may have your Kroxa. I'm going to destroy your Kroxa first. And then I'll be forced to discard the Jace, but that's okay. Okay, you sacrifice your own creature to draw cards. That makes sense. I'm gonna play Cruel Somnophage first. Then hopefully I can draw a land and play the Fraying Sanity at the same time to mill them for 6 in a turn. But I mean, I do have an 8/8. Honestly, their best play right now would be to try and cast the Kroxa again and exile a bunch of their creatures from the graveyard. They only exiled 1 creature from the graveyard. They should have exiled more creatures than just the 1. That's not smart on their part. I'm going to attack with the Somnophage. Because even if they attack with the 6/6, I take 9. And then they attack a second time, I take another 9, and then, no, I take 9, then I block and only take 3, and then they attack. I'll win the race with a 7/7. Yeah. I can do math and know how to do the math correctly to actually win the game. And not just flounder like that. But I had to think. We got 21 cards left. They're milling themselves. They got their Goldspan back. I'm still winning this race. Maybe not anymore because they have a blocker. Before I move to blocks, I want to see what my next cards are to know whether my Ruin Crab needs to stay alive or not. Let's not block right now. Mill you for 4 again. There's another creature, so that's nice. Attack with a 7/7. Make another 7/7. Are they gonna discard any creatures? A Lolth, a Spider Queen, interesting. Only attacking with a 4/4. Attack with 2 7/7s. Mill them for 13 out of the 11 cards they have. And they die from an empty library. Okay. I did it that way because if they failed to block, I win anyways. And they don't need to know that I have Startled Awake in my hand, or in my deck. Get the 3 ley lines. Get the edicts. Drown in the Lock is only bad if Leyline starts. But if they can remove the Leyline, Drown in the Lock becomes good again. I feel like Grafdigger's Cage is probably okay, but it's just to stop one card that they'd have. So that makes me hesitant to say yes, it's good to put in. More than likely they left in a Croxa. Oh, this has no lands. This is a good hand if it had some lands. Like, not kidding. Let's put the Somnophage on the bottom. Because until I use the Field of Ruin, I am not going to be able to Edict. They're going to Thoughtseize. Makes sense to get rid of the crab. Play the island in case I draw a crab, so I can play the crab turn 2. I did not draw a crab. That's okay. I think I cast this first. It's 8 cards. Sorin's 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 17, 18, 19. Wow. They have a lot higher mana value than I realized.
I'm the best fire starter there is. Yup, you're going down.
I was gonna say you can't cast that card because it doesn't let you cast without paying mana cost, it just lets you cast. Is there a more efficient way to do this? To utilize F2 up, yeah. Get rid of the Den of the Bugbears. Gonna grab a swamp. Got almost all of my basic lands on the field already, which means the Fabled Passage isn't gonna go that well. I will pass the turn. Because I want to hold up my counter spell. I take 2 damage, that's fine. I can't destroy the reflections. Each opponent sacks a planeswalker. I can't destroy the reflections because they only have 2 cards in their graveyard, and it's a mana value of 3. So I have to destroy something else before I can do that. That kind of sucks. Hmm. 38 cards in library. Jace can mill 15, which means that they go down to 23. Maybe Tasha's can mop up the rest. Mill 15. This is interesting. I don't know if Tasha's will get the remainder of their deck gone. So this is the problem right now. If I discard Drown in the Loch, I don't have a removal spell for the Croxa. But if I discard Tasha's, I get rid of a solid chance at winning. I'll take my chances. We got 22 cards left. They have 1 card left. No! They had 1 card left. I almost won that. Actually, the only reason I died there is because the Croxa. 3 damage from its attack trigger and 6 damage from it. I would have had 2 health left. I think we just run it back with what I've got. That first Tosh is only hitting 8 cards. Was not good. They're sideboarding more. I don't know what they'd be sideboarding in because all they saw was the edict. I'm going first. Oh. This is actually a really tempting hand, but I don't think... Well, the other one was better. 5 cards, let's see. Okay. Put Jace and Natasha's below. Because now if they thought sees me, it's do you take the mill spell or do you take the removal spell? I don't want to use the removal spell yet, because then I just give them another mana. Curse you, haha. If I get 1 more land, I can start out Awake, which would mill them for a total of 26. Okay, I should have specified if it was an untapped land. Creature token. Get rid of your creature token. So tokens don't count for this. Got it. They're not discarding anything. Tapped land. Mill you for 13. Then we move to the end step where you mill. So right now, if I draw a land, Maddening Cacophony Kicked wins me the game, because they'll mill half their library, which would be 11 cards, because it's rounded up. Oh, well, now they're casting a Croxus, so never mind. Croxa changes things. Oh, I wanted that. Get a 1/1 that I could block with. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Six, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah. I die if I don't block. That's assuming they attack with everything. Okay. Well, at 16 cards milled, they have 5 left. I don't like this game. I didn't mean to sneeze that much. Okay. Well, that's kind of disappointing. But that's okay. Is there any... Yeah, I guess instead of... No. No, because if I hadn't played Startled Awake as a Persistent Nightmare, the one flipped side, I would not have had a blocker, so I would not have survived. Even though I would have drawn the mill spell the next turn. So yeah. I guess no matter how I looked at it, there was no way I could come back from where the position I was at on the board. But that's okay. I don't expect to win the ranked games. I just expect to play them. Hence why I clicked the button that says play. If I actively wanted to win these games, I would probably need to hyper-focus and not talk through what I'm doing. Well, I guess maybe talking out loud would help me. I don't know. I'm kind of doing both. I did win a game, so that's nice. And I got a pack. Should I try to open these? Probably not, because the last time I clicked on this tab, it crashed, and that's why we didn't start the actual, like, playing the game for, like, 20 minutes. But, yeah, okay. Maybe this was a bad idea. So now I have the spinning ball of it trying to load. Oopsies. Maybe I shouldn't try to get this to work. It crashed just like I thought it would. Oops. Yay, Arena doesn't want me to open the new packs. Or open the packs that you get while you're playing. But that's okay. We won our first ranked match in a best 2 out of 3. And then the second one, we almost got game 3. But we got game 1. Yay. Okay, I'm no longer gonna try and open the packs on camera, apparently. I'm gonna have to open those off camera, I guess, and then make the timeless deck. That's the name of the new format that they have on Arena. It's called Timeless. Instead of banning cards, they have restricted cards. So you get 1 per deck instead of the 4 per deck, which is what's normal for decks. But basically it's historic mode plus now adding Khans of Tarkir, because they banned the lands that are in Khans of Tarkir that are called fetch lands, or that have been labeled as fetch lands, which basically let you look through your deck for lands that have just a subtype of island or swamp, basically making decks super mana efficient. So they've changed that so that historic doesn't have those lands, but timeless, their new format, does. And because they banned cards in historic, they now don't have those cards banned in timeless, so that you can still play with the cards that you have crafted or used before they got banned. And basically, if I'm remembering how they worded it, it was like you get your wild cards back for, like, if you crafted 4 of this card that is banned in historic but is restricted in timeless, you'll now get 3 copies of that wild card back, I believe is how they did it. I'm not certain fully of that. Because I didn't exactly craft any of the cards that are restricted or banned. Simply because I don't use those cards. I don't play in the colors that those cards are. I never wanted to, so I never built those decks. But I did take the deck that I'm currently using for Mill and Ranked, and I made a timeless version of it, which is closer to my modern deck. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I could build that modern deck on timeless. Yeah, maybe I could do that. I haven't thought that through, but it might actually work. Well, I know Supreme Verdict's in there. I know Faithful Mending is. I don't know if they have those cards. Path to Exile and Prismatic Ending. I don't know if those are on Arena. Teferi got nerfed. I think I could actually put together my Esper Mill lists. Now that I'm thinking about it. That might be fun to do. I think I might have just thought of a next week's stream. Although I have to know whether or not I have enough wild cards to be able to make that deck. Because I have to purchase the copies of the fetch lands, unless the 3 or 4 packs that I have now are going to get me all of... Well, no, 3 or 4 packs would not get me 7 fetch lands that I would need for it. Because that's not how mathematics work. That's okay, I thought through everything I needed to for that. The game has not finished loading while I had all of that thought process. That's okay. The game isn't crashing. Okay. If the game takes too long to reload, I will just end it here. But otherwise, I will try and get at least 1, maybe 2 more games in, depending on how fast those games go. So I will give this two minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, now I'm already starting to think through what cards I need to make the Esper Mill list for Timeless. Because I could also go Esper Self Mill if those cards... I don't remember if the Unearth mechanic is on Arena or not. I haven't thought that far ahead. Maybe it is. So I would need 7 rares to make just the fetch lands. Then you need 3 for that. So it'll be 10. I think I have all 4 of those, but maybe I only have 3. 3 of a kind is fine. Yeah, and then those are common, so I could easily get more if I need them. I already have the other cards that are mythics. I already have most of the mill cards. Yeah, I think I could actually build this timeless deck that I'm thinking through. That's kind of like a modern deck I have. Now I want to build it. Maybe that's not a good idea, but that's okay. It is looking like it's about to get to the startup screen. I don't know. Requesting format data. Okay. It's giving me the spinning circle of loading. So I'm going with it's not going to work right now. So I guess with that knowledge, we're gonna call it there, I guess. Yeah. Because I'm not getting the game to load. Alright, well, on Saturday at noon, my brother and I are going to be playing Age of Empires 2, the co-op campaign for Saladin. So we're going to be playing as the Saracens, I believe. The Persians. I can't remember if it switches during the campaign or not. We're going to at least start as the Saracens. But the two of us are going to play that co-op campaign. And that will be Saturday. Same start time as this stream was supposed to be. But that'll be the celebration for, hey, we've hit 50 subscribers, and that's a cool milestone to hit. So we'll be playing that on Saturday at, I was about to say noon o'clock, at 12 o'clock CST. So the same start time as most of the other streams this week and last week. But yeah, that will be the goal for Saturday. We're gonna try and beat the whole campaign, but we're at least aiming for a 5-hour stream to celebrate 1 hour for each 10 subscribers. So 5 hours for 50 subscribers is the goal. Whether or not it's a smart way to do it, I don't know, but it's the way that the two of us have agreed to do it. So we will do that Saturday at noon. I hope to see you guys there. Have a good day. Peace out.